All right, good morning. It's been a while since I've been at the house recording anything. I took the Fiero out for the first time the other day. I haven't really talked much about this, but when we got the car, the headlights were stuck up. So after doing some research, the motors in these things, especially the 84 to 86 models, which is considered Gen 1 headlight setup, the motors are known to fail. The wiring is kind of terrible. It's actually kind of dangerous. Let me see if I can show you guys. And I was gonna send the motors off and have the motors. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the inside of this thing too. It's kind of, the seats are kind of in bad shape. The dash isn't in really that great a shape. I mean, it's an old car, you know. But it's my first Fiero. Anyways, I was going to try to kind of fix the wiring, send these motors off, and have them rebuilt. Then after doing a lot of research, most people switch these to Gen 2. So you can see like these wires. It's so bad. Like no wonder these things caught on fire, because the wiring is terrible. So a lot of people switch to the 87 to 88 model style. Comes with a completely different harness and motors. Anyways, I bought a kit. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Our mail, USPS mail, is a complete joke. Hopefully should be here today. Got that situated. The electric fan that was on here was kind of locked up. It was really hard to spin. And I think when the guy was saying that this thing would shut off on him when he would drive it, I think the car was overheating because the electric fan wasn't spinning properly. So I've put in a new electric fan, and I've wired in a whole new harness for the fan. And then, like I said, I've got the motors and stuff coming for this. And then, I don't know, that's pretty much it. I drove it all around Valdosta. I took it to Harbor Freight, picked up a new wheel for the wheelbarrow, because it exploded on me the other day when I was trying to air it up. And I don't know, it's a fun little car to drive, man. You're not gonna get anywhere fast, but it's fun. It's a fun little car. Anyways, Lita's been driving her car, doing her Halloween thing. We've got the oil changed in the truck. Got the oil change in the APU. They sent me the wrong oil filter for the APU again, so we had to wait another couple days. Finally got the oil changed in that. I've got the new mud flaps on here. New mud flap hangers from when we had the blowout. We completely destroyed this one. So those are on. That's pretty much it, though. I think last time I was talking to you guys, they were coming to dig the ditch here. I think I recorded that. They've got the ditches dug. I asked them to take my dirt and set it in the yard, and I was gonna take the dirt, and I've got some holes that are just, it's kind of rough when you're mowing the grass and having to deal with that. So we've slowly been using the dirt up for that. I wish they would have cleaned up the ditches a little bit better. I mean, this is kind of, it's rough, It was nice. I used to be able to come in here with my lawnmower and kind of mow it. And now it's kind of a nightmare having to come in here and deal with a weed eater. So, look, over here is even worse. Oh, anyways, today is Tuesday. I've been on the load board, looking, trying to find something, and can't really find anything. Woke up this morning though, and I got to looking, and there's a load listed, Adel to Adel, which is right up the road, and it said something about it. They were looking for a driver for like a week-long project. Didn't give a price or anything, and I almost didn't call on it. I was almost like, man, usually these little, like, it'll say like Adel to Adel, but they want you to drive from like Adel to I don't know. It's usually a stupid cheap, not worth doing. But I was like, you know what? Let me give a call. So I called him up, talked to the guy. Basically, it's a company moving some containers with some of their equipment in it, and we'll be picking up an Adel going to Sparks. I don't know if we're going to do it a couple of times a day. He basically said, it'll be like an 8 to 4 daily thing. He says it probably won't go till 4 o'clock every day. I was like, so what, you just looking for like a daily rate to make sure you have a truck there every day? He's like, yeah, basically, exactly. So he came at me for $800 a day. I was like, I can't do it for $800 a day. I said I could do it for $1,000 a day. I mean, Adel to Sparks is like 15 miles. And he's like, yeah, we could do that. So we've got, we'll be picking up our first one tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And then we'll be doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we've already got rate cons for all that. And then come Friday, they're going to do they're going to look at how many loads they think that they have left. And then they're going to cut me the rate cons for the rest of the loads. He said it's probably going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then next week, it'll probably be at least Monday through Thursday. But he's thinking it'll be another Monday through Friday thing. So, I mean, that'll be cool. We'll have daily work. Get to come home every day, and it sounds like they're just going to throw a 40-foot container on us. We're going to drive to the job site, and we sit there while they unload the container. So, I don't know. That should be cool. Let's see, what else is going on? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, now that I know that I'm going to be here for 2 weeks, Mom's birthday's coming up. So, we'll be doing her... Oh, I washed the truck. Finally, if this thing will switch around, finally washed the truck, got the oil change in the truck, and it's just been sitting here. Still want to get those. Man, I should, since I'm going to be here for two more weeks, I should call and have somebody come take these trees out. I've been taking and cutting some bushes away. These bushes were kind of overgrown, and it's tough, man. It's tough being gone all the time and then coming home and trying to balance taking care of your equipment with having a little bit of fun with taking care of the things that you need to take care of. Anyways, I'm waiting on the mailman to show up to bring me the motors and the new wiring harness for this thing, so I can get to work on this today to try to knock this out. It's supposed to be a pretty big job, man. It's going to come with a whole new wiring harness, and I don't know if I'll film any of that. I don't know if you guys are really interested in this type of car stuff. I mean, there's nothing really special about this thing. A lot of people want me to LS swap this thing, but the more research I do on this, I think I've decided to go with the 3800 supercharged motor that comes in the GTP, Pontiac GTPs. It's a 6-cylinder supercharged motor that's pretty much a direct fit in these things. So it's probably what we're going to go with. Seems like the LS4 motors, it's a lot of work. So, and I don't need this thing to be stupid crazy fast. I wouldn't mind a little bit more pep. It's a 2.5 motor in this thing, and you're not going anywhere fast, but it's fun. I enjoy driving the car. There's a jerk cat here. So we're up to 2 cats now. We've got this cat that we feed. We've got this cat. He's a sweet cat. You're just sweetie. I don't like cats. I'm not a cat person. Then we got a calico cat that hangs around. There it is right there. Pretty sure they're both female. This one used to be like super afraid of us. I think someone dumped this one out. But now she's a sweetie too. The orange one beats up on this one. The orange one makes sure he or she eats first, and then this one eats. Lita's been driving her car around. She's been doing her little decorations in this thing. She just dropped her her first video of this, of us picking this thing up. Seems to be doing pretty good. She's got it all girly decorated and stuff. Look at it. She's got creepy stuff in here. It runs good. I mean, it's doing good other than, so we got the dash fixed and new radio. For some reason, she drove in the rain the other day and she turned her windshield wipers on, and now the switch won't turn them off. So I had to unplug the motor. So I don't know what's going on with that. She's excited about this thing though. I'm happy for her. Anyways, we'll wait on the mailman to get here. See if we can get to work on that. This thing came with some ground effects too. I want to put some ground effects that came with it. But I got to go find some rivets that'll fit this this down here. So I may take this thing back up to Harbor Freight. I know Harbor Freight has some rivets, and put those things on today. All right, good morning. It is day one of our week and a half local run work. We are about 5 minutes away. According to the paperwork, it looks like we're just doing one container a day. And it's going from, is this considered Hayhire or Adel?
Adel.
Adel to Sparks, which is like 5 miles down the road. So, guess I really don't know what to expect here. We're basically going to take our truck. When we're done, we're going to take it back to where we park it. Look, we're right by the drag strip.
Yeah.
This is South Georgia Motorsports Park right here. They've got those stands all painted up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. It basically says, but the broker just said between 8 and 4, and I probably wouldn't be working till 4 because our job wasn't going to take that long. So I don't know. I know when we parked our truck and our trailer, so when we were doing those hay loads, I rigged up that wire to where when I turn on my lights, it dumps the valve back there. And for whatever reason, I had it hooked up when we parked the trailer. Do you remember why? We must have had like a tight... What were we dropping last?
I don't remember.
Anyways, I forgot that wire hooked up. And I had my lights on this morning because we left the house at 6 o'clock. And we drug one of those sets of duals. We put a pretty good flat spot in 2 of them. So now I have to put 2 tires on the trailer, which kind of sucks. One of them's pretty bad. The other one isn't that bad. And we don't have time to go have a change right now. So luckily we're only driving like 6 miles. So hopefully we get off early enough. I can take this thing up there and get 2 tires put on it. It's a bummer too. So where we parked the trailer, it's a dirt lot, and like you can't even like look at that lot without kicking up dirt. And when you leave the lot, like there's dirt flying everywhere. Like it's bad. Like it's super bad. So we couldn't tell. I mean, we only drove like...
Didn't even make it out of there.
We didn't even make it off the road.
Yeah.
We didn't drive 100 feet.
Yeah, we were still in there like... Industrial park.
Miles.
And you would think that we drove that thing with 45,000 pounds on it because it just shredded it.
On the right.
So I think this thing's off the road here. 2613. Is there a name or just an address?
It says
Exact core. And then for our drop, it's got it doesn't have an address. It's got what are those called?
Coordinates. Coordinates.
Coordinates. I'm retarded.
Google says it's not this building or whatever. It's the next one.
When I looked it up on Google, it's these things out in the field right here.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah, Google says it's.
This right here, right?
Yeah.
2613, is that what it?
Yeah.
You have arrived.
Another dusty, dusty lot. Wonder what these things are. Look, they got like wires sticking out of the ground, like they were supposed to be permanent right here. This has got to be for like a solar farm, right?
I don't know.
Hopefully I can get around this corner. Hopefully we came in... Ooh, I don't know, dude. What would you guess this place is?
I mean, these look like evaporators to me.
Well, these are transformers.
Oh.
But what do you think this place is? What would you guess?
Cuckoo plant?
Nope. This is a Bitcoin farm. This used to be for farming Bitcoins.
What?
Yeah, all of these things used to be filled with graphics cards to farm Bitcoin.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Right? So, we're waiting on the crane to show up. We're in the wrong spot because we're going to start loading down there. So I'm going to back up. But yeah, this was a Bitcoin farm, dude.
That's crazy.
In Adel, Georgia, right down from the drag strip. How wild is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we're waiting on the crane to come now. It should be here already.
Well,
Cranes are late all the time. Man, the gnats are so bad out there.
oh yeah. How do we get out of this place?
We're gonna have to back out onto the road.
Oh my god.
But he's gonna try to load up. We're gonna work from the entrance back this way.
Yeah.
So technically, it should get easier the more that we do. So it's gonna be us and another truck. And he's thinking that we can do like 6 or 7 containers a day.
Yeah.
I can't believe how bad the gnats were, man. They were swarming me. It's like the more you swat at the gnats, the worse it gets too, man. Yeah, they still have to take all these transformers over. There's another truck that's going to be working on that. And then after he's done with the transformers, I think he's going to jump on these containers with us. So we'll wait for this crane to pull in and set up and see where they want us, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, Bitcoin, dude.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, it's a Bitcoin farm that's being dissolved. Taking all this down to a field and dropping it off at a field. So they'll have a crane at this spot, and then they'll have another crane and another set of riggers at the other spot. See it or not.
Yeah.
All right, 10 after 10, we got our first container on here. We're gonna follow him over for the first one so he can show us where it is, and then we're on our own. It's supposed to be some tight turns. Hopefully, those gloves kind of stink. Hopefully, it ain't any tighter than what this place was, because this place wasn't fun. Somebody's leaking hydraulic fluid here or something.
What if it's that dumb truck? Or the forklift?
That's not us, is it? Shouldn't be. No, because that just goes all the way around the corner. Blur it toy. Well, we made it. Wait on these cars here. All right, so they got one more truckload of transformers, and then he's going to move the crane forward, and we're going to pull behind him. They're going to try to set all those containers in this little lot. So it was Bitcoin. I wasn't sure what it was, what cryptocurrency. But
You said that.
well, I mean, everybody calls cryptocurrency Bitcoin, you know what I mean? So that other truck should be here in about 30, 45 minutes, and then they'll go ahead and pick those off of him, and then they'll have to reset the crane. I think this crane is smaller than what he thought he ordered, because this guy's gonna have to move his crane like every single container.
Damn.
He's like, why don't you just, because he wants 2 separate rows. It's like, why don't you just set up in the middle rows and just, you can pick and throw on each side. That crane can't reach that far. They didn't bring a ladder either, so they can't even climb up and hook to the top of the container.
Oh my god. Do you do crane stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. It is 11 o'clock. So
I don't think we're gonna get 6 boxes today.
no.
I don't know. First day is always
Yeah.
kind of a shit.
I mean, that other truck's been here, I think this is his 2nd day.
Moving transformers.
Yeah. And then after his last load of transformers, he's going to jump on containers. Well, it's not an exciting load for you guys. It's going to be containers back and forth. They had this listed as 30,000 pounds. They had it listed as a 30,000 pound load. All it is an empty container with a side cut off the side. I guess I can show you guys. I went to show you guys, and then he walked up. It's just a 3-piece room. This side has louvers on it, and so this section and the other section look exactly the same, and then the section in the middle has giant fans. And this is basically just an empty container. A third of a room. They got this wall over here cut off. And then they just had a bunch of cryptocurrency mining stuff in this. I don't know why they're moving it over here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I don't know. Who knows? Truck's here.
These are comedy fans who bring stuffed animals and
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they were supposed to put 5. He still has one more to do then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Oh no, he's stuck. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh.
Damn.
Bro, that trailer's aluminum, man. Oh, I guess he got on that rubber bumper. So that truck just left without getting unloaded. Why? Tita?
I mean, I guess they just want all of it and to be done and move the crane. You know?
No, I'd have just been like, unload these and I'll go back and get the other one. Well, that's going to be another hour easily right there then, if they send them back.
Well, I mean, he just has to pick one up.
Yeah, but it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, 20 minutes to get loaded.
I mean, probably not 20 minutes. I feel like he was getting loaded pretty quick.
So they loaded the wrong transformers on them.
Oh my god.
Yep. So they're gonna have us just go ahead and pull back behind and work on getting these set off. All right, this is the first of, I think they said there's 60 of these. So they're gonna do 2 stacks here, and then they're gonna do another row over that way, going all the way down as far as we can go. So that guy in that other truck ended up getting stuck like right over there. So hopefully I can just spin around, miss this stop. I don't know. Man, these gnats are terrible. They're eating me alive. I don't know. They gotta rig it up. See what happens.
You have to get that changed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on this solid road. Alright, it is now 12 o'clock. We just got our first container. We just got our first container off. And like I said, there's 60 of these things. Alright, well I guess we'll shoot back, grab another one. Kind of nervous about getting back in that place. It was pretty tight getting in that place. But I guess since we're coming the other way, I think it'll be easier. But I guess we'll see, huh, woman?
I guess.
Oh, other truck's here. Oh, he's got a container. Can't even see him with all the trash he has on his dash.
Yeah.
Bro, it's stacked up at least a foot.
Crazy, right?
Crazy. Alright, we are back for our second one. It looks like they went on lunch. And the middle of these have these fans that are on top. I just got up there and measured. With the fan sticking up through the top, these are 10 foot 10 inches tall. Normal step deck can only do about 10 feet. They would need like a low pro. I don't even know how tall a low pro is. I think the other truck doesn't, the other truck that's running with us, I don't even think he has a low pro, so they might be screwed when it comes to these fan ones. They might have to find a low pro to run the middle ones, which kind of sucks because that basically cuts us and that other driver out of more potential loads. They're like, we don't understand. We've ran them like this all the time on step decks. I'm like, I don't think think so, man. You guys must have got low pro step decks, because you can't do 10-10 on a normal step deck. You might be able to squeeze out a couple inches, maybe like 10-2. You're not doing 10-10 on a step deck. Get out of here, fly. I don't know, everybody's at lunch though. We should have stopped in town and got some chicken. Huh? Well, he said they did a lot of research, and he's like, you're right, you can't be over 13.6. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I just don't understand it. We've done hundreds and hundreds of these things, leaving Georgia going all the way to Texas. He's like, so we've got to get a special trailer. I told him maybe a low pro will work. I don't know. I don't know how tall a low pro is, but like, he's like, I don't even know what your broker's going to tell you to do now. I don't know that we can use you guys. I mean, we just lost 33% of the containers. Which sucks, because that's a couple of days of work easily right there. I mean, you figure if we could do, even on a slow day, we should be able to do like 6 at least, right? Sucks, because I thought we had work all this week and work all next week. And now what they're probably going to do is get rid of us and run that other guy and a low pro. Let's see if it's on the board. I don't know how people hack Truck Stop, man. It's like you can't log into this stuff without giving them a blood sample. I don't see any unless they've already found a truck. I don't know. Well, they're gonna set that fan one down, and they're gonna pick up another one, and then we're gonna run sides the rest of the day. I don't know if they're gonna use us the rest of the week. I mean, we've got rate cons for. They gave us a rate con for every single day this week. Maybe they just let us run the rest of the week. I don't know. People want to know why I'm always negative. It's because there's always something. Like, there's just always something that happens out of my control. If it's my fault or within my control, I don't get mad. But when it's something else, I can't help but get mad, you know? I mean, I can't really say I'm mad about this. It is what it is. They obviously have people doing stuff they don't know what they're doing. Broker said it was containers. They didn't say it was containers with 16 inches of fan sticking on top, because I would have told them right then and there it was too tall. I mean, what is let's see, I took a screenshot of this. I mean, it doesn't even say what it is. It just says, okay, looking for a driver to commit to roughly a week-long project transporting containers from one job site to another. So, I mean, it didn't say anything. The rate con doesn't say anything about them being...
It says 40 high container.
40 foot high container? It says 9'6" tall, 40 long, 8 wide, 9'6" tall. Well, I don't know. They're back from lunch. They're swapping the container over right now. Sucks, man. That's easily. Which I didn't know there was going to be another truck here either. I thought it was going to be us doing the whole thing. I had no idea they had another step deck out here running transformers. Well, seen of it. All right, it is now 2 o'clock and they're still hooked up to the container. This is why I won't do little short runs for like an amount of money per run. It's got to be a day rate, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a day rate. Just like the hayloads, man. Let me go see where they want me, because that is not where it needs to be. So the deal is that guy wanted these stacked the way that they go. He wanted an end piece, the fan piece, an end piece. So they've been sitting around waiting for a fan piece so they can put it between those two pieces. And since the fan ones are too tall, they've just been sitting there. So they don't know what to do now. So he's just gonna stack them up, I guess. He's like, I guess if I have to move them again, I have to move them. That other truck's supposed to be looking at getting a low boy. But he's like, I'll have to drive to Atlanta to get it. I mean, I hope they don't bring in another truck, man. I want this to last a week and a half. Let's see if it's on the board. Sparks. I don't see anything on the board yet. Oh, I don't know. That's 1, 2, 3 containers, and it's 215. I mean, it should go faster as everybody gets into the groove of this. I wish they would have started on that far end on that other place, because it is a son of a gun to pull in and out of there.
Yeah.
If that whole row was gone and we could just swing in and out, bro, this would be...
I mean, they could do, I don't know.
I don't know. They talked about doing that. I don't know why they changed their mind and they're working from the other end.
And they should do that anyways, because then we can do all of the side ones that we can take. It's a whole row of sides.
Well, no, now they're just going to pick all the sides on that row that they're parked on.
Yeah.
I wish they would have pulled everything from that far end where we come in and out, and then move the middle pieces back if we had to. I don't know why they're not using a forklift. I mean, these things aren't heavy. They have forklift pockets, and it would be like instant. Just get you a big heavy duty forklift out here, pick it up, bam, you're done. You don't have to pay an extra rigger. All right, he said to come up here and back in kind of where that container was. I hope that bulldozer guy didn't go home. Putting your seatbelt on?
No, it's just banging around on this shit.
Oh look, he's back here already. Alright, it's 4:30 now. We went ahead and did one more load. Did one more load basically past 4 o'clock. But I didn't want to be the first one. I didn't want to be the first one to tap out. Had I known the guy in the orange truck went home, I'd have went home. Because we ended up going back to the place, and then there's dump trucks blocking us that were getting loaded with gravel. So we ended up having to sit there for like 15 minutes, waiting for him to get loaded before we could even go back there and get loaded. I don't know. It is what it is. It was a daily rate. We're gonna go park the truck where we park it, go pick up the Ford. I should just get that guy to put a tire on. And hit it again in the morning. I mean, there's still, I don't know, what were they calling them? Side containers?
Yeah.
There's still more of those. Hopefully that guy in the orange truck goes and gets that low boy that he was talking about. I tried talking to him on the radio. I guess he didn't have his radio on. Or he couldn't find his radio. Man, that dude had trash stacked up a foot on top of his dash. Like, no joke. Like, cups and papers and just like random crap just everywhere. And I get it. Like, sometimes I have some things on my dash, but I'm telling you, you could dump a trash can out on top of his dash and you wouldn't tell a difference. Lita pointed it out. I'm like, holy smokes, that's crazy. Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, well that was day one. So we'd end up doing, between us and that other truck, 7 containers total today. So we must have done 4 and he did 3. There's 60 total. I want to say he said 66 total. But a third of those are the fan ones. So there would be 22. So there should be 44. Did it look like there was 44 there still? I guess there was. There's still a lot of containers to move. I don't know. And where we're dropping them, it's getting a little tight over there, how we're having to swing around and hope and pray we don't get stuck. I don't know, maybe that guy will get back on that bulldozer tomorrow and kind of flatten it back out. So we were putting some ruts in out there. Man, if it rains, that place is done.
Yeah.
Alright, well, day one's in the bag. We'll see you in the morning.